you and Beyonce are really close. And there was something about how Keyshia Cole complained that you weren't giving her any songs because of your relationship with Beyonce and how she sort of said something about Beyonce. Any truth in that?
She was hating on the Queen Beyonce. So I was not hating on Beyonce. It kind of was hate. No, it was not directed at all as hate. When the Bow Down record came out, and I love Beyonce. And you was like, you know, first it was all let's have camaraderie as women. And I was well, the thing is that I met, seen Beyonce a few times. She's always a very sweet girl. To me, that just wasn't her, you know what I mean? Her thing. But I don't know, like dude said, she switched it up or something. If somebody says, I love you, but I hate you, that's not homage.
So Keyshia Cole just lit up the internet again. This time with some jaw-dropping claims about Beyonce and her dad, Matthew Knowles. Keyshia spilling that Matthew was allegedly out here offering Beyonce up to industry big shots for secret freak sessions to push her career forward. And guess what? She says that's how Beyonce ended up linked with Jay-Z when she had just stepped into adulthood, while he was already a full-grown man in his late 20s. Their relationship? Keyshia swears it was more like a business move that spun out of control, and now Bey's stuck in Jay's twisted mess, including connections to Diddy. Word is, Beyonce thought Jay would take her career to the next level differently than her dad did, but surprise. According to the streets, Jay might have been just as shady. Rumors say he didn't just battle personal demons with substances, he allegedly kept the same pattern going, offering Beyonce to execs like Diddy. And Keyshia? She's not holding back. Now let's not forget, Keyshia's had beef with Beyonce for years. Back in 2013, when Beyonce dropped that bold track Bow Down, it sent the whole R&B world into a meltdown. The message? She's the queen, and the rest better recognize and kneel. That line rubbed the girls the wrong way, especially Rihanna, who many believed was the real target. Rihanna didn't take it quietly either. She clapped back online fast. Even some of Beyonce's own fans weren't feeling it. The same fanbase that usually rides hard for her was calling her a hypocrite. They dragged her for switching from girls run the world vibes to calling women out and demanding they bow, on a Pepsi campaign no less. The backlash was wild. Instead of owning up to the shade, Beyonce got defensive. She claimed she just had a voice in her head telling her to humble the girls, so she hit the booth and let it out. She said she didn't mean to offend, but she kept performing that song over and over, including during her Coachella set, like she didn't care one bit. That attitude? It fired Keyshia and Rihanna up even more. Rihanna snapped back by posting a UK article naming her the Queen of Pop and captioned it, "I only know how to be number one. I could use a challenge. How did it feel down there on your knees?" Talk about direct shots. And she wasn't alone. Keyshia and Brandy came through swinging too. Keyshia went on a fiery Twitter rant, blasting Beyonce for being fake. She tweeted, "First, women need to stick together. Now be better? SMH. But it's all G chicks stay shooting the ish." Then she added, "I kept it real from the start." #respect. She wasn't done yet. She called out folks who act self-righteous when it suits them, then turn shady when it benefits them too. Even Brandy chimed in, and she meant business. Now, after all these years, you'd think Keyshia would have let this go, but nope. Word is she's still stirring the pot, spreading new gossip that Matthew was hooking Beyonce up with execs way before Jay-Z came into the picture. And Jay? She's saying he was also in on the game, doing the exact same thing to keep Beyonce's star rising. Things got even crazier when DaBaby randomly dropped a claim that he met Bey and Jay at Diddy's house for a private meeting. And if you remember, there's been long-time chatter about Jay possibly using nose candy and other substances to control Beyonce. Allegations that her ex-bodyguard Uncle Ron once brought up, saying he saw Jay keep her under the influence to stay in charge. And if all that wasn't enough, there's even more whispers that Jay-Z pulled Beyonce into a relationship when she was just stepping into her prime, allegedly grooming her from early on to keep her locked in. She was just 18, and he was pushing 30. That's exactly what Keyshia was talking about when she dropped that bomb, claiming Beyonce was handed to Jay-Z to boost her career instantly. The moment she got with Jay, her whole rise to the top went full speed. More spotlight, more support, and way more attention than Kelly and Michelle ever got. And let's keep it real. Beyonce never really had a normal life growing up. While other teens were hanging out and dating, she was locked into rehearsals, tour buses, and tight schedules. She only had one boyfriend in high school before Jay came into the picture. That's why a lot of folks believe she stayed with Jay even after all that cheating drama. He's the only man she's ever really known. Her image, her fame, even her family, all tied up with him. It's like she doesn't even know who she is without him by her side. But just when it felt like the drama couldn't get any crazier, boom! A fresh blind item hit the net, exposing something huge. Beyoncé allegedly has a $500 million escape plan. The source claims she's ready to walk away from music altogether and finally live a low-key life, but they won't let her. Why? Because she's the biggest cash cow they got, and they're milking her for every last drop. Insiders say she's been talking about quitting for a while. That awkward moment at the awards show when her bodyguard ran after her? Now it's starting to make sense. Rumor is, Beyoncé has tried to run more than once. She's tired of the control, the nonstop pressure, and all the people pulling her strings. They don't treat her like a human, they treat her like a product. She's reportedly battling depression and some dark thoughts too. Her team says it's about her mental health, but deep down, they're really just terrified of losing their golden ticket. They've kept her locked in this system for years, but she's not staying silent much longer. Word is, she's this close to flipping the table on everyone around her. She's fed up with her mom always being in control. She's over Jay's influence running her life, and while it's unclear if Keyshia really said all that wild stuff about Jay servicing her out, the streets are buzzing and they're not going easy on Bey this time. People swear Beyoncé knows way more than she's letting on, but until something is confirmed, all we can do is keep watching. Now, the internet definitely had opinions. One person said, "I'm so sick of hearing about Beyoncé like she invented women's music. I'd take Keyshia Cole's vocals over hers any day. Keyshia can really sing. Give her the credit she deserves." And someone else wrote, "Wait, Keyshia had beef with Beyoncé? I just thought she fell off. Didn't know she was blackballed. Also, I always thought her name was Keyshia, not Keyshia. That's news to me." But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Beyoncé really blackballed Keyshia Cole for allegedly exposing the ugly truth? And do you believe the wild claims about Jay and Bey behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to click here to check out this other messy video that's gonna blow your mind.